Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about adapting to changing consumer privacy laws in order to supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom with Supersize Business, and today we're talking about this as a strategy to set you up for success and help your business grow. This is one of those areas that I let experts do for me, but I set up the process of how we do it for our business and businesses and for other businesses. And then if they don't have that ability and those skill sets in-house, they too hire it out and outsource it as a way to make sure that it's taken care of for their business so they never get into any trouble. Some big name marketers right now advertising about this and the FTC and being compliant. Well, this is true for any type of regulation or consumer protection and consumer privacy in particular. Those are the things that will get people upset. And if you have data and security breaches, those are the things, just like in the food business, if we had a recall or a challenge with one of our ingredients, or if anyone ever got sick, heaven forbid, it can actually destroy your entire business, everything you've built. So we want to make sure we're putting systems and structures and frameworks in place to prevent things like that from happening. I don't think that there's food industry insurance, but if there was, I know a lot of food industries that would actually purchase that. So let's talk about consumer privacy and consumer privacy laws. Just like any kind of laws or regulations, they are changing all the time. So you need someone in your organization. If it's not you, and it's probably not you, if your business has grown to any size whatsoever, you are far too busy to be dealing with this. It's like doing your own taxes. You need an accountant or an accounting firm that takes care of that for you so you don't miss anything, because the laws and the rules and the regulations and the guidelines and the interpretation of them changes all the time. And we never want to get in any trouble. Never, I don't know about you, but I don't ever want to get in any legal trouble. I don't ever want to have any compliance problems, especially when I know that they are 100% preventable by putting a system in place to handle them. So I'll talk about the system that I use and that I put in place for my business and the businesses I work with. And it's pretty easy. And you don't need to personally do this, but you need to oversee and manage it, because guess what? Like everything else in your business, you are responsible. You are 100% responsible for everything that happens or does not happen in your organization. That's just the way it is. And you want to be, right? Because with that responsibility comes the freedom to run it the way you want and to create the life that you want. So there's all kinds of different things changing all the time. GDPR was a biggie a while back, and we all had to make sure that our data was compliant, especially if we were online and we did any work in the EU or in Europe or in other countries, any online communication, etc. And then there's, of course, the CCPA, which is the California one in the United States, that we want to make sure we're compliant with. And that is in charge of enhancing consumers' control over their data. So they know what's being published and they know what's being shared and who it's being shared with, etc. And then the GDPR actually changed the way that data is handling, and it kind of manages our data handling processes. I'm not going to get into the details of that, probably because I don't really know most of the details of it. So what are some strategies to adapting to consumer privacy laws and changes, right? I take the mindset and the philosophy that I always want to have my processes and systems and the way I do things in my business ahead of the laws and the curves, meaning I want my customers, my clients, my potential clients' data and information to be more secure than is even required by law. Why? Because then I'm always staying a step ahead and I don't have to worry about if there's a breach or if there's a hacker or if something happens. So how do we go about setting this up for ourselves and making sure we are ahead of the curve? Number one, you can actually participate in the creation of some of those consumer protection laws and things. You can be on notices where and when things are being discussed and changed, and give input to those things. One of the things that we need to do as leaders in our industry and in the world and trying to make the world a better place is to participate in the things that become laws, that become guidelines, that become rules and regulations. Guess what? The big companies in every industry are already writing and participating in the creation of those laws and regulations. I learned that in a very real way in the food industry. All of the OSHA guidelines, all of the Environmental Protection Agency laws, all of the pharmaceutical testing, all of the Department of Agriculture and quality rules and regulations, and the HACCP guidelines and things, those are all contributed to and actually written by the biggest players in the industry. And as such, they get written into guidelines and laws, some of the practices and processes they're using, and then that has to be trickled down to all the other organizations in that industry. The challenge with that is if you're a little guy, sometimes the things that the big guys do are very, very expensive and a challenge for the smaller players to figure out. That's part of why you want to participate. So how do we go about adapting to consumer protection, consumer privacy, and making sure that we're better than the curve, better than the average when it comes to managing that for our customers, clients, our business, etc. When we want to conduct a comprehensive data audit, we want to audit all the data that we have because we want to protect our business data as well as our customers' information. Secondly, we want to update our privacy policies on a regular basis. I'm going to say whenever there's a change, or at least annually, there needs to be a review of your data privacy practices, and you have to ensure and test your systems and make sure that they're operating effectively. Third, you want to implement a robust data security practice. You want to make sure that you have got data security top of mind for at least a department in your organization that takes care of that and manages that on a regular basis. In case there's a breach, in case there's a hack, in case there's any type of problem or challenge or attacks to your systems. Fourth, you want to provide clear opt-in and opt-out mechanisms for your clients, for your customers, for your potential customers. You know, they might give you a bunch of information and then decide they don't want to do business with you, and they want to opt out and have you remove all of their information from your databases. Fifth, you want to train your employees on the importance of data privacy and how to handle data privacy and how to handle potential clients and clients' data and information, because it should be private. Just like, you know, in the medical industry, people's health records, health experiences, and reports are all private. There's huge privacy requirements in the medical industry, in the healthcare industry. In the retail industry, we want to leverage protecting people's information to enhance their experience, to enhance our brand, to let people know that they can trust us with their information. Guess what? People won't even give you their email if they don't think they can trust you to not sell it to a gazillion people. And it also helps to drive innovation. If we are being on the leading edge of innovation and technology, we can apply things to our business to enhance and protect our customers' data as well as our own business data. If I want to say, if you're not doing it for your customers, at least do it for yourself, for your business. But I'm going to say no, do the right thing always and do it for everyone. Because think about you. If you gave your information to a company and it got out there or got hacked, how would you feel? It can actually destroy our lives. I've had my identity stolen. I've had my credit cards stolen. I've had data breaches in, I don't know, probably 30 or 40 different organizations. Guess what? I don't work with those organizations. I don't do anything with those businesses anymore because of the hassle it caused me personally to fix them losing my information. All right. That's all I've got today. Love to know what you're doing for data security and to protect your data security for your clients, for your customers, for your potential customers in your organization, and to protect your own data in your business, your own business data. Because guess what? Our business data, like our mailing list, our email list, is probably one of the most valuable things that we have. And your customer list. I learned that one the hard way too. I'll tell you that story someday. All right. Have an awesome day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow with another strategy to supersize and grow your business. Any questions? You can always ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.